What's up, guys? It's not every day these days that a new release comes out by a new artist, you know, not like a Filmos chill, Cool G rap unreleased stuff from the 80s, but a new release by new guys that comes out that, you know, I'm really amped for. I'm really digging. I mean, there's stuff, you know, you listen to it, you're like, that's okay, you know. Freddie Fox's new track, you're like, that's cool. Definitely not as exciting as, you know, So Tough was way back in the 90s, but he hasn't fallen off, it doesn't suck. Or some new cat comes out, and you're like, he's cool, he's alright. But I'm talking about a release where you're really amped for it, where you're really feeling it. Where, when side A is over, you can't wait to jump up and flip it over and play side 2. You're excited to hear it. I'm not saying it never happens, because there are guys like, the Doppelgangers, or, you know, Earl Sweatshirt. Well, maybe I'll hold off on Earl Sweatshirt until he actually comes out with a real physical release, because, you know, he has time to screw it all up. But I'm not talking about any of that stuff anyway. I'm talking about a group, again, that I'm really feeling. This is actually their third album. The group's called Low Budget, and the album is Poolside. So this is pretty much brand new. It's on Gentleman Relief Records. It's their third album. They actually refer to this as an EP. But if you include the uncredited bonus tracks, there's 12 full-length songs on here. So I don't know whose standard that would be called an EP. This is a full-length album in my book. Low Budget is a two-man crew from Melbourne. The MC, Gentleman Gene, and the DJ/producer, Debonair P, who you may know from recently having put out an EP of remixes of some classic hip-hop joints, where he puts his own spin out, and that's pretty cool. But actually, I like his production there, and I like that EP, but I even really prefer his production here. One thing that stands out about these guys is they're really doing something different. They're really doing something nobody else is doing. And now you might say, well, they're sort of doing what Jurassic 5 is doing, in the sense that they're taking some really old school instrumental elements and applying it to their, you know, new contemporary hip-hop. And that's true, that's what they're doing, but this definitely doesn't sound like Jurassic 5. Jurassic 5, when they take their throwback elements, they're taken from like the Cold Crush and from, you know, just a really almost pre-disco era old school hip-hop. And of course then taking their own sort of West Coast vibe personalities to it, and then as they went on later in their career, they maybe sort of stepped away from that a little bit, and they weren't quite so old school. But in none of those phases, they really have their sound of Low Budget. Low Budget describes themselves as boogie-driven, bass-heavy hip-hop. And I'd say that's completely accurate. So it's got that real 80s vibe to it. Lyric-wise, he's not really doing too much. He's not saying too much. But that's okay, he kind of gets away with it. The instrumentals really carry the show, and he kicks some just sort of fun rhymes that goes with the fun element of the instrumentals. In some ways, I really get sort of, even though it doesn't have a similar sound necessarily, I get a similar vibe as what you would get from really the sort of more crossover-y, poppy kind of stuff that like Nicki Minaj would do, but with a little bit more genuine hip-hop integrity to it, which is not really a slight, well, I guess it is a slight at Nicki Minaj, but that's not how I mean it. This just sounds more built into the raw elements of hip-hop. You know, with the natural drums, lots of scratching, Debonair cuts it up constantly, and he's really sick on the turntables, so it feels less of crossover than something like Nicki Minaj, but it's got that vibe. It's a limited release. There's 250 copies on vinyl, 350 on CD for you guys who still need CD, and even 50 on cassette. And of course MP3s. One thing you'll notice when you pick this up, especially if this is your first low-budget album, is that virtually every song on here, not every song, but a good chunk of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, alright, almost half, but if you include the bonus tracks, which aren't listed, that would actually make it 7. So more than half of the tracks are remixes. And except for one, they're not remixes of songs that are on here. You got Hard Act to Follow and the Hard Act to Follow remix. But all the other ones are just remixes of what? Well, they're tracks from their first 2 albums. But despite being from 3 different albums from over the course of like 2006 to 2012, so like 6 years apart, it really has a very strong cohesive vibe. This all really blends together like one solid cohesive album. And that's partially, I guess, because the songs are literally slightly blended together. It's not really blended together like a mixtape, but there's no blank space in between them either. There's a little bit of blending. It comes on a nice cool blue vinyl, which obviously matches the theme Poolside. Again, even Poolside, the concept, the look, you know, it all goes to this very sort of upbeat, sort of fun, you know, if this was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince, it would be like their summertime. So let's stop fooling around and I'll play some clips of this, and then at some point in the video or in the description underneath or somehow, some way, I'll put links to where you can order it from, because it's really dope. It's new release. You should support it, and I think you're really going to be feeling it once you hear the clips, and you're going to want to get it. I certainly, as soon as I heard clips, I'm like, okay, you know, I sort of know Debonair P, you know, he's on the forums, he's posting his new release, you know, I'll check it out, I'm interested. But then as soon as I heard the clips, I'm like, wow, I'm really feeling this, I'm really excited about it. So I think you'll feel the same way as soon as you hear the clips. So here we go. So I'm not going to play every track because it is a full-length album, so we'll be here all day, so I'm just going to play some random highlights here. You can certainly find more clips online too if you decide you're interested to pursue this album.
So I can set it off for my competitor. Never doubt what the boys about. Popping in the ball while you be pumping this, while all hell the outstanding was bumping. So I can set it off for my competitor. Never doubt what the boys about. Popping in the ball while you be pumping this, while all hell the outstanding was bumping.
Hey, yeah, we talk that funk. Smell the aroma, keys on the cut like the beast got a melanoma. I live sparkle when I speak like a chroma. Words that I spit make a pit bull flip and attack its owner. The cameos on the flows like I'm a loner. Not like we can't afford it, it's cheap these days. While we keep away, keep the pay, keep the beat. Let the DJ play, matter of fact, Debonair, I'ma relax, why don't you take it away.
You better try your cranium more.
You're Regina Debonair with that millionaire flair. It's a black time fair.
Popping in the ball while you be pumping this, while all hell the outstanding was bumping.
I never seen you Debonair with the millionaire flair. It's a black time fair.
Never doubt what the boys about. And you can hear the bass for blocks. Feel like a billion, but look like a dollar.
Put on a smooth tip.
It don't stop, it won't stop. It ain't the same flow you hear on your stereo. The album is completed and original. Can't deny this. I'm one of the livest.
We keep it hot like a Bay Marie. Hey yo, say la vie if you ain't playing me. We blow smoke like ghosts at the roach and head spinning like spokes and feeling dope girls dancing on a street post. When I creep, I keep close like deep cover coats on the case. Call me the coach when I take you to school. Leave you face down in apartment pools. Mechanical damage, it got you blowing your cool. This is a jewel to see if you original, but you came at them same flows, the same clothes. Like Elvis impersonators, you cater for the haters. They see straight in debaters to play it till the neighbors hate us. Yeah, we got flavor that'll blow up in your face like a hot radiator. We in the lab, like a front in the incubator. You just a spectator to the spectacle of the fly rhyme aviator.
I get off when I get on, and you can hear the bass.
Check it, we so foul, making some owl. Murray your brothers with the power, like a washer basket, make you throw in a towel. Don't get me wrong, your rhymes are tight. Hit the stage like a bomb, it's a heart for your limelight. Final flight, put in your last dollars, but we get them extra credits with them. I've been clickers until it glitches, so I just stick a slap, throw your stitches on your forehead. Just sort of recorded and applauded. People wanna give it a try, cause I'm a nice guy.
Y'all fools gotta admit it. Hypnotic backgrounds motivated my sound. Shine like fluorescent light. Nothing but the funk in here. The rhyme or the grind, we always see stacks. Running around town talking about this smooth.
You love my style, cause I'm not what you used to.
Turntables in a mic.
Huh, what you expect? Do you lack finesse? Yeah, we got them beats that'll snap your necks. If you got assets, then flash your breasts. If you play it in your deck, make you crash your vet. Here to smash your set. Splash, you get wet from the alpha, that cadet. Just let it take effect and unwind your mind just like a cassette. And check Jane's routine, smooth as El Green. Here to slap that ass like a tambourine. You make it scream like freaks on Halloween. I got your whole team steamed when we perform, cause we knocked out your lady with the chloroform.
Keep it moving with the groove and make your room spin. Cause I'm known for the ill music.
When it comes to beats and rhymes, yeah, we got 'em.
Y'all fools gotta admit it. Hypnotic backgrounds motivated my sound.
Shine like fluorescent light. Nothing but the funk in here.
The rhyme or the grind, we always see stacks. Running around town talking about this smooth.
You love my style, cause I'm not what you used to.
Two turntables in a mic.
Huh, you waiting for a downfall, no safety net ain't gonna happen, so place your bets. My guess that you...
See, I love that album. That's just from the first side. I'm telling you, man. find this one, pick it up, support these guys. This is a great album. Don't support them to support them. Support them because it's an awesome album and you want to own it and you want to hear it. Because that's the way I feel about it. Pretty great. It's a low budget, Poolside, Gentleman's Relief Records. Till next time, peace out.